Hey folks, do me a favor, take the time and subscribe to our new channel, RidRad. I'll put the link in the description. Also, like our Facebook page, RidRad. And also, we are starting a new website called ridrad.com. So, we've got the skeleton up of it. It's not up and running yet, though. So, thank you so much, folks. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
The cell tower going up in your neighborhood? If it's not now, it may soon. Wireless carriers are installing millions of them across the country to enable the new, faster 5G cell phone technology. But tonight, Julie Watts asked the question you're not supposed to ask. Are there legitimate health concerns?
It's keeping John Heestand up at night. This new pole outside his bedroom window where Verizon will soon install a next-generation cell tower, just feet from a school.
This would be a big tower pushing out radiation outside of our bedroom window, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for many years.
It's called a small cell or distributed antenna system, similar to this one in San Francisco. The industry says they're safe. Many in Piedmont aren't convinced.
Our daughter is a cancer survivor.
13-year-old Sophia has been one of many petitioning the city council to deny this cell tower and others.
I'm also a brain cancer survivor, and I am against the cell towers.
I mostly talked about my cancer and how it affected me.
But according to federal law, the city simply can't consider health concerns. It's outlined in this small section of the Telecommunications Act, based on science from 1996.
To turn your phone on or off.
Back when this was the height of technology. But if cities do consider health, the cell companies can sue. So with few legal arguments to deny a cell tower, they're popping up outside bedroom windows and school campuses, despite objections from across the country.
5G can be a tremendous boom to California, but only if it can be put up quickly and easily.
Hayward Assemblymember Bill Quark co-authored legislation that would make it even harder for cities like Piedmont to object to a tower.
You wouldn't have to go through the Planning Commission, through the City Council.
The former NASA scientist says he may resurrect the bill recently vetoed by the governor.
I know scientifically that putting up these cell phone towers is safe.
But the International Association of Firefighters disagrees. They began opposing cell towers on fire stations after firefighters complained of health problems.
These firefighters developed symptoms.
Dr. Gunnar Heuser conducted a pilot study on firefighters at a station with cell towers.
And the symptoms included problem with memory, problem with intermittent confusion, problem with weakness.
Heuser says their brain scans suggest even low-level RF can cause cell damage, and he worries about more vulnerable groups like kids.
So we found abnormal brain function in all of the firefighters we examined.
So, following lobbying by firefighters, Cork and his co-author exempted fire stations from their bill, making them one place cell companies couldn't put a tower. This is the first piece of legislation that I think anyone's aware of where somebody got an exemption because they were concerned about health. Did they tell you at all about the study?
All I know is that when the firefighters ask, I do what they ask me to do.
Because they're strong lobbyists?
Yes.
So if, say, school teachers and parents had a strong lobby and they asked you to pass something that would prevent these from going up in your schools, would you do that?
If I couldn't get the votes any other way.
Firefighter and cancer survivor Tony Stefani notes,
it's not only firefighters, it's the people that live in the general vicinity of these towers.
Current regulations don't take into account continuous low-level exposure from these small cells 24 hours a day.
More of these studies have to be done.
There are 230 scientists from 41 countries who have apparently reviewed more than 2,000 peer-reviewed studies, and they're calling on the World Health Organization to do more studies. They're not convinced that this is safe.
I think doing more studies is always a good thing.
Do you think that maybe you should consider putting a pause on legislation that speeds up these towers until there's definitive evidence that there is no harm?
We can do a lot of studies, and there are people right now, believe it or not, who are sure the world is flat.
In a statement, the wireless industry says it defers to experts when it comes to cell tower safety and says, according to government agencies, the scientific evidence shows no known health risk. But what about the unknown? Well, back in Piedmont, the Heestands don't want to wait around to find out.
We're going to get some meters and we're going to measure the the microwave radiation today, and then when the cell towers go up, we can measure it and see how dangerous it really is.
And he says if he has to, they'll move.
For my daughter's health, definitely.
Well, Julia reports Piedmont did block some cell towers and is now being sued. Meanwhile, new government research set to be published next month could radically alter the debate. It's expected to link RF radiation to health effects in lab rats.
The fact of the matter is, this was over a year ago, and we're still going hot and heavy putting these towers up, and we're going to go. It's a go, folks. 5G is going everywhere. And now President Trump is talking about how we're excited to start testing and getting 6G up, too, because we want to be the first in the world with this new technology that nobody seems to care is extremely dangerous for all of us. Now listen, folks, these are firefighters. These are people that are healthy-minded, healthy body, top of the line in our country, folks, because they have to save lives. They have to be sharp. So these aren't conspiracy theorists. These are people that were complaining because when they put a tower up, they started getting symptoms that simply were not there before the tower went up. So what was it? Was it all in their mind? Yeah, literally it was all in their mind and in their body as well. They were feeling the effects because there are effects, negative effects, many. And so when you talk about this, folks, let me give you some more things that people are experiencing because of the EMFs that are going on right now, all in this country. Low levels emitting 24 hours a day, headaches, brain fog, depression, tinnitus, which is the ringing in the ears, fatigue, feeling off balance, getting a burning sensation in your skin, on your skin, insomnia, anxiety. Listen to this. High blood pressure, high blood sugar, difficulty regulating the blood sugars, confusion, irritability, and the list goes on and on and on, folks. And yet, we're going to put up this 5G, and y'all need to safeguard yourselves as much as possible. Please have somebody come into your home and test your home for dangerous levels of EMF, electromagnetic fields, radiation. I use the EMF 390. There's a link in the description. It's a very good machine, and it's only a little over $100, I think, right now. Or you can have somebody come over and do it. But either way, folks, whether you get that analyzer or you have somebody come over, please do it. And then you can start remediating and planning what you need to do and how to alleviate some of these high levels that you're getting in your home. Because you probably do, unless you live out in the woods somewhere, you don't have Wi-Fi, you don't have cable, and you don't have cell towers close to you. And if that's the situation you're in, God bless you, because you're one up on a lot of people. But if you're not one of those people, folks, please, we had to remediate our bedroom wall because of EFs that were coming out of electrical high. Using my EMF 390, this is the reading of dirty electricity coming from our bedroom wall I was getting. And on the right, as you can see, we are in the safe zone after some remediation. If you're interested in purchasing an EMF 390, the link is in the description. Or you can email me at ridrad@protonmail.com. That's ridrad@protonmail.com.